Hi, I'm Rachel Chambliss with SoundwavesHeal.com, and this is February's Masterclass at 2021, and it is for sacred geometry and Egyptian goddesses. We have Isis, Mot, and Bastet. In this Channeled Masterclass, which we do every month with 13 questions, I will channel the answers from whoever wants to come through. We have all three goddesses, and you never know who else might show up. This is how we do every month in TAG. We start with the Channeled Masterclass, and then we have an attunement, we have a meditation, and we also have a light language sigil or something for manifesting. Sometimes it's a charm chant, switch words. So this month we're going to start with the 13 question and answer, and again this will be available on YouTube for anyone who wants to watch it, but the rest of the offers obviously will be in TAG, which is my monthly group, Transformation and Ascension Group. So our first question is, where do you originate from? This will be Mot that comes in. We always were and always will be. We originate from Source, and that is how we come to be. We are everywhere. We are spirit. And we may also choose to come as a being, as flesh, and we have. Okay. I've definitely never transed her before. This question, these are the 13 questions we always ask, and so they don't always match up perfectly with the beings. A lot of times we're talking about like, how long has your planet been around, or is it still? But what she's showing me is, and I get this from goddesses all the time, they're usually 13 dimensional, and they are just everywhere at once. They kind of show me almost like they're just everywhere. And she's showing me, yes, they came in flesh, and they can be flesh. Really, a lot of it is just way over our 3D heads is what I get. So, number 2, where do you exist now? And Isis will come through for this one. We exist in the mind and in the ethos. We are everywhere, and we are where you call us. For you may call us, and we are there. We aim to help humans and other third and fourth dimensional beings who call on us. We are ready to help. And of course, we help higher dimensional beings in a different way, which you will one day experience. Okay. I don't think I've trans-channeled these goddesses before. Number 3, what do you and this group have in common? Okay, now Bastet wants to talk. We have come to you now to help you with this balance. It is much needed for where you are in this stage of ascension. In this time, in this place, there's much going on. There's much swirling energy around you and around all that is on your planet. And so here we are to help reduce the extraneous symptoms of all of this energy, to help you balance, not just balance your energy, balance your health, balance your body, balance your mind, but to balance all. There are many sides of this balancing in which you need balancing your family and your spirit life, balancing your daily work. There are many things you must balance, and there are many ascension layers that need to be balanced, and ascension energies. And so we come this month to help you with that. I feel like my hands are like cat claws. That was crazy. Okay, so yes, and that is what I had channeled before, that they're coming to help us balance this 3D to 5D plus. So if you're in TAG and you've been in there a while, then most of us are already working with the 5th dimension pretty often, and often higher 5th dimension, 6th dimension or higher. We had that one month with the angels where they worked on opening our 12th dimensional space. And so they want to use this sacred geometry to balance, to help balance. And that is the next question. How do you help with ascension? And so they pretty much just said how they're helping us with ascension. So I believe that we will modify this question, number 4, to be, how are you helping us with sacred geometry? How's the sacred geometry connected, and how are you going to use it to help us? And here comes Isis. The codes are everywhere. You are all beginning to see that there are sacred geometry, as you call it, codes, as we call it. There are codes everywhere. There are light codes, and there are material codes, meaning corporal, as this one calls it, or the touchable, a touchable object which has codes within it. Everything is made up of these codes, which you call sacred geometry. Every cell, every drop of water, every molecule, it is all sacred geometry. It reflects what is source. Source itself is reflected in every bit of energy as a type of sacred geometry, and you will always find it. You will always find it. And in these codes is the possibility of anything that you want in this world. And when you see these codes and when you find this geometry, it is to remind you that you are in a place where manifestation is completely possible for anything that you desire, but especially for when you desire it for the highest good of all and not just for yourself. In this geometry, you will find many answers, and as you rise in your vibration, you will see more geometry and you will understand it at a deeper level than you do now. And there are those from your earth who understood this concept way early for their time, such as Nikola Tesla, such as Albert Einstein. And these names and more that you know, what they understood was this basic geometry. And so we use these codes to help you manifest anything that you desire. And what you desire at this time is to be lifted into a higher vibration and to find ascension with ease and grace. And you wish this for yourself, not for personal power, but to help others. And so it is that we come to you with this basic key of the universe to help you manifest this that you desire. That was cool. I love being a channel medium. Number 5 is, why have you come? And I feel like Isis just answered that. So we are going to let Bastet talk now, as she wishes to do. For you have called us, and you have brought us here. As this group grows and the vibration rises of the collective of this group, your wishes become what you would call a prayer or a message that gets sent out. And we, not just the 3 of us, but many groups of beings, pick up on these threads and say, I can help with this. And then they present themselves to the spirit guides of this medium, who then brings it to the medium's attention in different ways until it becomes a theme in which we can come through to help. And this is how the cycle works, in case you did not know. So we have come because you need this balance and harmony, for your world is imbalanced and it is not harmonious. And Mother Gaia needs her harmony and balance back. And as we go towards this ascension of the planet of yours, to bring that harmony and balance and also justice back to this world, then we are here to help those of you who would like to continue on this planet past the time of ascension rising. And in this ascension rising, many will go on to the other side, but you who wish to go forward will need the help of many, and so many have stepped forward to help. Wow, we've never got an answer like that to this question before, and that is awesome. That's a lot to think about. Okay, number 6, how do we connect to you? This is Isis again to answer. For we are vibrating on a plane. It is a level, it is a place that is reachable by vibration, intention, and more. For you to connect with us, you must raise your vibration to a certain point, and we will come to you. If this sounds daunting, we will be making this much easier for you to connect to our vibration through the sound healing attunement, which will be channeled for you next week, as you call it. If you are unable to access attunement, then you must just call on us and find a way to connect your vibration to ours. So that is exactly how I see it. So when I teach channeling in all the ways that I teach it, which is trance channeling or light language, is also channeled sound healing. So any kind of like channeling that I'm teaching, that is what I'm always saying. That Sandalphon, actually, Archangel Sandalphon showed me that. It's like your vibration has a wave, and the vibration of the being you wish to talk to has a wave, and you must match them up. And so that's really cool. I love that. And that's why my business is called Sound Waves Heal. There's always healing involved, of course. These are interesting answers. I knew this month's masterclass would be a little bit different because we just have these 3 beings, and then we have sacred geometry, which is not going to speak to us. And I think it's turning out to be interesting. So I'm so glad. The next question is number 7. How do we work with you? And this is Mott. Connect to us, and we will help you in ways that you need for going forward. We especially can help you with ascension symptoms or problems. We wish to work with you to help elevate the vibration of your planet, and so you must just ask us for our help, and we will come, and you should feel or know or see or hear our presence. If there is interference in your auric field, you may not be able to do this and will need to find a way of clearing before we can reach you. So she's just kind of showing me that just seem to be wanting to bring forth some mediumship, regular information. If you're having some problems in your auric field, you need some clearing, then you won't be able to contact them as well. But they're happy to come help. So this question often is like, do we need a candle? Do we need a crystal? Is there something that we need to contact you with? And they're just saying, no, you only need a thought, and you need to be clear enough to talk to them. And then they're also talking about what they talked about before, that you need to be able to bring your vibration up high enough to meet them, because they are very high vibrational. I think that this will clear up a little bit more. Number 8, what areas do you specialize in? And is this something that all 3 of you do together, or are there different areas that you specialize in? I believe I'm going to call them all in, so we'll start with Bastet. I can help you with manifesting. Manifestations that you wish can be brought into the 3D world, and I can help with that. I will help you with balance within the body and soul, especially to do with time allotment. If you are having problems balancing your life, especially between work and play or work and family, you may call on me and I will help. And if you have a cat, I will send help through your cat. She's showing me that the cat helps. So if you have a cat, then they will help you with that. So it's like the cat helps. And actually, that's very true. My cat does things like she'll sit in my chair, my work chair at home when it's like you're done with working. So when she sits in my chair, I know that I've really gone past the time of when I should be working and I really have to stop. Okay, so let's see what areas that Isis will specialize in. Healing, bringing forth this sacred geometry, bringing forth this source energy, bringing it into your body for self-healing and bringing it to heal others. That is how I can help you best. Bringing in this energy of ascension, bringing in the higher vibrations of higher dimensions that you wish to experience and spend time in. As you know, you will not be able to stay there until ascension is completed on your planet, but you may visit and then you must come back down to the third and fourth dimensional space. Okay, then I'm going to call in Mott. I want to help you balance your thoughts and your actions. The balance of justice, yes, of truth. This balance is internal. I asked her if she would tell us more, and she said, no, you'll have to figure it out. Meaning everyone that's watching us, we'll all have to figure it out. Number 9, when should we call on you? This is Bastet. For all of us work together to help you. For your purposes, you will call us for help with ascension or help with harmony and balance in general, be it inside your body, your mind, or outside, even in spaces that need harmony. If you work with spaces, if you are an architect or a designer or an organizer or something of that vein, a decorator, know that we also help you with spaces. If you are clearing your personal space for your own reasons, we will help you with that. All right, number 10. What is your main advice you would like to give concerning ascension or current earthly energies? Bastet would like to answer this. The current earth energies are intense. The best way to get ahead of them, besides the spiritual work that you do, for that is the obvious answer, but also making space, physical space in your home, making physical space in your body by being as healthy as you can to create more space for your thoughts. It all comes together. We are here to help. When you need to rest, you must rest. This is very important. There are many energies that need to be assimilated, and if you are feeling them greatly, you may rest. You may spend time in water or in the sun, and these are ways to assimilate this energy that is coming to you now in this time, which needs to be brought into the body. This is how you will bring it forward. This is how you will bring these energies to bring your body at a higher vibration, not just mentally, but physically. Number 11, what frequency dimension are you from? We already know that they're 13th, but let's let Mott answer. Yes, we are at what you would consider the 13th dimension, and there are other factors here I am not able to explain to you at this time, but you will understand as your frequency rises in future time. You will understand these dimensional frequencies better than the number system which you use now, which is not completely accurate, but it does help you understand. And so we do temper our answers to fit within the scale of which you do understand. Oh great, so we have it all totally wrong, but it's good enough for us to understand. All right, what form do you take or look like is number 12. Bastet will be first. For we are nothing but energy, but it pleases me greatly. The forms you have put me in as cat beings on your planet, and the forms you have put me in art, and the form that I took once upon a time on your planet. I am still pleased by the drawings that you earthlings have made of me, and I love to come in these forms, but really We are made of energy and don't often take forms. Let's bring Isis in. I also love the forms I take which coincide with the way I am remembered on this planet. This is Rachel, so she shows me herself as I've always seen her since I was little, and in priestly robes of white and gold, and this sort of Cleopatra hair, and there is something over her head which I think is some sort of circle, like some sort of crown and circle that you see. I'm not really that much of a Egyptian historian, 0%. So I'm just telling you what I'm getting as a medium. I see Bastet with a dark wavy hair, and of course seen as a black cat, or with the head of a black cat. And I'll bring Mott forward as well. As the others, I am energy and come in many forms that please you. Okay, she doesn't talk much, I guess. Number 13 is, do you have an ego? When it comes to goddesses, ego can also mean that you wish for others to think highly of you, this old-fashioned word for ego. And so when we do talk to goddesses, I kind of ask the question meaning both, okay? So we'll see. Isis says she will answer. So do you have an ego? We do not have an ego of either kind. Okay, okay, this is Rachel, and I heard Bastet and Mott agree. So neither. So we did have a few goddesses who came through TAG who talked about that they did wish for people to think highly of them. That sort of ego we talked about on Earth before we talked about this kind of ego. So I just wanted to ask it in a way that we were all following in TAG with all the other goddess months. So this month is really exciting. That was the 13 questions, and I thought we did get some interesting answers. They will be bringing forward next the sound healing attunement, which attunes us to their frequency, Mott, Isis, and Bastet, and they want to attune us to source itself through sacred geometry. And they're bringing in this attunement some gifts, bringing the balance of 3D and 5D plus life. So if you're going up and down between 3D and 5D or higher, to bring the balance there. They're bringing light codes to balance a world of duality. They're bringing balance within the body, health, balance with time, which is presence, balance with finances, which is harmony, balance with acceptance, which is a type of 5th dimensional and 6th dimensional acceptance. So that's really great. After that, we'll have the light language sigil to bring 6th dimensional balance and harmony. And they are going to be using the heptagram this time, which is pretty cool. And then the channeled meditation for returning harmony to all areas of your life. A walk with Isis, and it is truth, harmony, and balance. So I hope to see you all for the rest of these offers in TAG this month. I'd love to hear what you thought about these goddesses, so please leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. I'm Rachel Chamness at soundwavesheal.com, and this has been the TAG Masterclass for Sacred Geometry and Egyptian Goddesses. Please subscribe and like this video. I would really appreciate it, and I hope to see you next month for the next masterclass.